bet you've told yourself this before. One day, I will start my business. One day, I will get in shape. One day, I will start dating. So, if you ever want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to start living an extraordinary life. And it starts today. But we keep saying one day and never do anything, because one day is a fantasy, a lie that we tell ourselves to feel good and avoid doing something difficult. Bet S. Why so many people never achieve their goals? Because they wait for some mythical perfect time that never comes. Most people want things to be easy, but great things are never easy. The choice is yours. Either wait for one day or create your day one. So here's the deal. Your dream won't come true unless you start working today. One day, I'll find my perfect idea. One day, I'll hire my first employee. Well, guess what? When you keep delaying things, when you keep putting off the actual work, the entrepreneur inside you also gets weak. You fail to develop the skills necessary to succeed. Because every day you delay, you lose confidence and momentum. You start small. Maybe you start with just 30 minutes per day, but you commit to showing up every single day. Think about this. Would you rather have developed the skills to run a successful business 5 years ago or now? The answer is obviously no. So don't wait for motivation to strike. Just start working. And as you do the work, you will gain momentum. Take action first, even if you feel like you're not ready. Even if you think you don't know enough. Even if you think you don't have the resources, take action anyway. They understand that the best time is now. Losers, on the other hand, have a sense of entitlement. They think that the world owes them something. They think that they deserve success without having to work for it. If you want to do something, then just do it. This is what we call instant action. Instant action is the ability to take action as soon as possible, without wasting time thinking about whether or not you're ready. A lot of people want to be successful, but they're not willing to pay the price. They're not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to put in the work. And when you do, you'll love what you're doing. I'm not saying that you need to do something crazy. All I'm saying is that you need to be willing to do something uncomfortable. You need to be willing to sacrifice. You need to be willing to go through the pain. They prefer to stay safe and comfortable. They prefer to stay in their little echo chamber where everything feels safe and familiar. Losers make excuses and justify their inaction. Winners don't wait for the perfect time. They make the time. We become frozen in our tracks, and we miss out on opportunities. Learn to use it to your advantage. We miss out on experiences. We miss out on growth. You need to be willing to challenge yourself. You need to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and explore the unknown. As you do that, the entrepreneur inside you grows stronger. Embrace the fear. Use it to fuel your growth and become unstoppable. You don't have time to think about it. You just react instantly. This is the same thing. When you feel like you should be doing something, you shouldn't waste time thinking about it. You should just do it. That's when you become unstoppable. But we have the power to choose how we respond to fear. The habit of working on your goals helps you develop the skills needed to eventually reach your desired outcome. Subscribe for more motivational content every week and leave a comment below. Is today your day one? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Sometimes it's downright hard, mentally and physically draining. And that's where the difference is made between those who succeed and those who quit. But then one day turns into two into three, and they still haven't done anything. They just kept waiting. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for everything to be perfect. Waiting to feel ready. Don't wait for one day. Make every day count. So we all know that discipline beats motivation. It's a common cliche, but the real question is how many of us actually follow this advice. You need to be willing to put in the work. Don't wait for one day. Do it today. When everyone else has given up, that's when you double down. You see, things don't become easier. You simply become stronger. How many of us actually do the work when we don't feel like doing it? Not many. There are too many variables at play. You can't predict the future. So instead of trying to find the perfect time, try to make the most of the time you have. Every day you spend not working on your goals is another day closer to failure. Why? Because success is a skill. Like any skill, the more you practice, the better you become. But failure is also a skill. And the more you practice that, the better you also become at failing. Soon, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Day one is not about being ready. It's about being brave. And if you can embrace that, everything will be okay. You know, people love talking about their dreams, about how one day they will do this, or one day they will achieve that. But you'll never feel ready. There will always be another reason, another excuse, another thing holding you back. But here's the thing. The best time is right now. Now is the only time that you actually control. The future is uncertain. And if you really want to do something, if you really want to break free from your comfort zone, you have to start now. Every moment you spend delaying your dreams is a moment wasted. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say you want to become an entrepreneur, but you keep delaying the actual work. One day I'll start my business. On the other hand, let's say you decide to take action. So the longer you delay, the harder it becomes. But the longer you practice, the easier it gets. So stop waiting for your perfect time and start creating it. We all love the idea of following our passion, of doing what we love. But doing what we love is not always easy. When everyone else is taking a break, that's when you push through. It's like going to the gym. It's not the bench press that gets easier. You get stronger. There's a famous quote that goes, act first and then figure out the rest later. And this couldn't be more true. That's what separates winners from losers. Winners take action first and then they figure out the rest later. Winners have a sense of urgency. They know that time is limited and they don't want to waste. It doesn't work. If you want to win, if you want to be successful, then you need to be willing to put in the work. Don't wait for inspiration. It will never come. It's like when you're driving a car and you need to make a quick decision. A lot of people have dreams, but very few take the necessary steps to achieve those dreams. Well, guess what? Success is not free. It comes at a price, and that price is hard work. That price is dedication. That price is commitment. If you want to be successful, then you need to be willing to pay that price. Now, I'm not saying that you need to quit your job and take a huge risk. You need to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Most people are not willing to do that. Why? If you want to grow, if you want to become your best self, then you need to be willing to do things that are uncomfortable. The funny thing about fear is that it paralyzes us. It prevents us from taking action. But here's the thing. Fear is always present, but you cannot eliminate it. What you can do is learn to control it. You see, fear is a natural human emotion. It is there to protect us from harm. It is there to keep us safe. When you choose to act in spite of fear, when you choose to take action despite being afraid, that's when you become truly powerful. So don't wait for one day. Start today. One day or day one, you decide. And if this message inspired you, don't forget to like the video.